It's like,
That's right.
would Cindy Crawford be the same without the mole?
Probably not. Actually, yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to go ahead and say the mole isn't what made Cindy Crawford. You know what? That's going to be, that's a Quake take of the day.
Is that a lot different than saying the scar made Jason Momoa?
Well, it did because it toughened him up. It
Okay.
toughened up his image. You know, he wasn't a pretty boy anymore.
Gotcha.
You know, Cindy Crawford, still hot without the mole, I think.
Fair enough.
If somebody wants to Photoshop that, I mean, it's one of those faces you're like, huh.
It don't take much. Oh, my goodness. You know what? We might be up on YouTube's.
Hey, what'd you do?
Technology gnomes.
All right, you restarted the computer, didn't you?
I logged out and logged back in.
All right, so the party people partying on YouTube, youtube.com/1080am the fan. There we are. We are up and rolling. Let's get the chat going.
I was afraid to log out and log back in because I didn't know if we'd have the, the credentials saved and whatnot. But we did, so we're good. And we're up.
You guys
You're welcome.
You guys see why I've missed so many shows because I'm the brand manager now? Like, it's things like this to where it's like, I'm scared we're gonna lose YouTube. We're not on YouTube. Don't be scared. Let's go.
But we are.
Jump out there and make that leap. We're on YouTube.
And Twitch.
And Twitch. YouTube.com/1080am the fan. Twitch.tv/1080am the fan. Party with us. This is my last day of hosting this show and on these airwaves, so I'm excited to say farewell to all of you. I'm still gonna be around. I'm alive. I'm not dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
You know, I'll just be the guy who's just catching S from everybody when things don't go their way.
Yeah.
So, sweet.
Deuces.
Back to Najee Harris. He has just superficial wounds over his eye. He gonna be okay. And that got me to thinking, this is the most Charger thing, like, ever. Like, there were question marks about Najee Harris coming into this season.
Yeah.
But it is like when they have the coach, they have the quarterback, they have the team. You sit there and you're like, why? Wait,
Yeah.
and this isn't just like a Harbaugh, Herbert, and Bosa thing, like where you're like, God, they got good players at every single level everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just right now. This is historically Marty Schottenheimer, for God's sakes. Right?
Yeah.
Air Coryell, where you were revolutionizing the passing game with Dan Fouts as your quarterback. They just cannot get over the hump. We don't talk about curses enough anymore. We had the curse of the great Bambino in baseball. We had the curse of the GOAT with the Cubs. And at the time that those curses started, those were the number one sport. The NFL is our number one sport.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some cursed teams in the National Football League. There is no doubt about it. We got some cursed franchises. And you can look back and you can say, Chargers are a cursed team. Why? Currently, you can just sit there and you can point in one direction only. That is at ownership of this team, the Spanos family. Trying to pull one over on the city of San Diego for the longest time. They uproot the team and say, we're going to L.A. We're not going to have our own stadium, which we demanded down here in L.A. But what we're going to have is we're going to just go up the road to L.A. We're going to have the L.A. market. We're going to play in the Rams stadium. And oh, by the way, Rams are going to go and win a Super Bowl first. And they're going to be the team that L.A. identifies with because I don't know. The Rams used to be in L.A. and are coming back. We're just going to go there and we're going to play second fiddle. The Clippers did it when they left San Diego and went up to L.A. They seem to be enjoying life. Not really. All the championships that the Clippers have rolled in since doing that.
Tons of success.
Playing second fiddle to the Lakers in L.A., which is an even more ridiculous move.
Yeah.
But now you have, we're going to do the same thing. Ron Burgundy this thing. Go F yourself, San Diego. We're rolling up the 5 and we're going to go straight to L.A. here. Or the 101. Right?
Sure.
We're just going to go right up the coast.
Whichever way you're trying to avoid traffic.
Forget you. And that is the curse of the Spanos family. They are the reason. The highlight in what you can highlight is this is an injury-riddled franchise that it doesn't matter. Like I don't get it. They have so many injuries on that team. Doesn't matter who the strength coach is. Doesn't matter who the training staff is. They just happen. There was a time just a few years ago, you remember when they had their top 3 receivers were all injured? and, and like their second best pass rusher and like 3 of their corners, like their entire team was hurt.
Yeah.
You look back, injuries have just absolutely plagued this team. Tyrod Taylor, the very first game of the year, they go to give him an injection, puncture his lung. All right, Herbert, go ahead, play against the Chiefs, Rook. The plan to not play Justin Herbert was just derailed because they punctured their own quarterback's lung.
It's a hell of a training staff you got there.
Prior to the game, right?
Yeah.
It's the outlandish injuries, it's the football injuries, and now we have the firework injury heading into the year. That is cursed team number 1 in the NFL.
Yeah.
I want to hear who you believe on the fan text line are the cursed teams in the NFL. We already got some good ones coming in, but here's the thing. We got to find the reason. Because you have the curse of the Bambino. You have the curse of the GOAT.
Yeah.
I've got 3 other franchises that I am signaling as cursed, and I found a reason and highlights that can continually tell the story of, no, this franchise is 100% cursed.
So this is like when a fan base says, fire the coach, but then you come back and say, all right, you want to fire the coach, who are you going to go after? Right?
Yeah.
You got to have a reason. You got to have something in mind.
Our plan here.
Yeah.
And there is one that I don't think people I when I was digging on one of these teams, I think we have some real old school curse vibes that we can go with here. And there's legs to it. All right. 503-864-6326. This is Danny and Dusty on the Fan.
Thank
All right, the party people do party on YouTube, youtube.com/1080am The Fan. IT Rust got it. He cracked it. Cracked the code.
Am I going to grab that salary too?
No, we'll talk.
Wish in one hand and S in the other.
See which one fills up first, buddy. All right, I have identified the cursed team in the NFL as being the Los Angeles Chargers. Okay. The Los Angeles Chargers, reason, ownership being an absolute disaster. Highlight of their curse is the ridiculous injuries and just ways to not win when everything is handed to you on a silver platter. And you should win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I've identified 3 other teams.
Okay.
And I have a reason and a highlight for why they are not.
Okay.
Or why they are cursed. We'll give you the Buffalo Bills.
Mm.
Right? The highlight is pretty simple.
Yeah.
They lose at the precipice of victory
4 straight years.
Every single time. Okay? My reason is the football gods knew OJ was not a good guy. This is the curse of the juice.
Oh.
Now this, they were losing 4 straight Super Bowls before OJ and the murder trials, right? But, riddle me this, Batman. Have they been to the Super Bowl since then? No, they have not.
No, they have not.
Football gods know. Oh, Juice, not a good guy. Not a good guy. Not a good guy.
Man, that's it.
The curse of the Juice may be very real.
Absolutely.
They may be very, very real. Okay? We may be stretching there. We have, and this one has come in on the fan text line, the Cleveland Browns. This text says, the Browns, hands down. Art Modell moves the original team to Baltimore in 2 Super Bowls. New Browns get Deshaun and Jameis.
The Browns, honestly, were the first one that popped in my head.
Okay. All right. The Browns are a good one, right? They have never won a Super Bowl, have a rich and storied tradition and history that dates back really to the beginnings of professional football in the United States. The reason is you can look at a couple. Remember, there was just the curse of Cleveland. There was the curse of Cleveland where nobody was winning championships, whether it was the Indians, the Cavs, the Browns, nobody.
Right.
It was a cursed city. So you could just say the city of Cleveland. And now with the newest iteration, it is the quarterback curse. They can't find a quarterback to save their lives.
Right.
Or their franchise. The quarterback jersey was a thing. They thought that they were finally, maybe we found our guy and it's Baker Mayfield. Baker still got criticized heavily.
Mm-hmm.
Baker goes somewhere else. And what happens to Baker Mayfield's career? All of a sudden, Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League.
Right.
They go out and they sign Deshaun Watson, horrible human being. And this curse, when we go back, this is like an emerging curse.
Yeah.
Because now we have some real nuts and bolts to it. At first, it was just like a sad list of quarterbacks on a jersey that had played for the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're legitimately going, all right, Deshaun Watson, and you guys sold yourself to the football devil.
Yeah.
And maybe the real one, to go and get him and give him a fully guaranteed deal. No. We're not going to play that game. The quarterback curse is very real.
Yes.
And this goes back to, the Cleveland curse has now just transferred over to the quarterback curse. They have never won a Super Bowl. You have the fumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
That hot tub time machine tried to go and change that, and not even they could do it.
Nope.
A squirrel ended up running onto the field, and it still didn't work out, right? So
you've got the drive.
Elway.
Yeah.
Yeah. The team moved. They come back. Now we have the quarterback curse and no Super Bowls. All right. That is the next exhibit of our findings. Here's another one from the fan text line. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals. The Bidwell family bought the Cardinals in 1933. They have played in 17 playoff games between 1933 and 2025.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs have won 19 playoff games with Patrick Mahomes. So the Chiefs have played in more playoff games in the last 8 years than the Cardinals have played in the last 92.
See, now here's I can understand why you would bring up the Cardinals here, but is it that they're cursed, or they have just been historically horrifically run for the entire run of the franchise?
Yeah, I mean look, it's a fine line. I mean, we're going with the Chargers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Chargers, and the Spanos family hasn't owned the Chargers the entire time,
Right?
but they've owned them for 41 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The Bidwells, I think what you have with the Bidwell family is a terrible ownership.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is necessarily the same as like
Because when I think of a team that's cursed, you get close and you keep getting close and you keep getting close and you keep getting close, and then something just happens.
But then, I mean, they've been to Chicago, St. Louis, and Arizona. Like, I mean, they've moved them around. There may be some validity to that curse having a little bit of weight there.
And because what you had was it the one Super Bowl appearance with Kurt Warner?
Kurt Warner.
Yeah. And I think they had some championship appearances like in the 30s or 40s perhaps when they were in Chicago.
It's been a long run.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cardinals is a good one, but we can't really pinpoint the reason. Like, give me something terrible that the Bidwells have done, and now we'll talk.
Right.
That we can have that conversation. But they weren't winning championships in any of their other previous stops.
It just feels like, less of a curse and more like, what was his name? Old Blimpy and Popeye, who keeps trying to reach down and pick up his hat, but he keeps kicking it. No? Nothing?
No,
Nobody?
no.
Crickets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'd gladly trade you for a cheeseburger tomorrow.
I'd rather give you have a cheeseburger and whatever.
Yeah. All right.
I'd gladly pay you tomorrow for a cheeseburger today.
Here we go. This one is coming in. The Vikings are also 0-4 in the Super Bowl and haven't been there since 1977.
I thought of the Vikings as well.
So why pick on the Bills? I'm not picking on the Bills because I think the number one cursed team in the NFL is the Minnesota Vikings. They have no Super Bowls. They have had several iterations of phenomenal teams, and it predates the Super Bowl era, right? When you had the Purple People Eaters, and they were really good. But here's where the curse starts. Now, are you familiar with the Ed Thorpe Trophy?
No.
The Ed Thorpe Memorial Trophy was given to the winning NFL championship team. Okay? The Ed Thorpe Award Trophy, disappeared. I will read you the Wikipedia little box here on the disappearance of it. The Minnesota Vikings, who were thought to be the last team to win the trophy in 1969, somehow lost it when the league switched over to the Lombardi Trophy the following year. The Vikings, after winning the Thorpe Trophy, went on to face the American Football League champion Kansas City Chiefs in the AFL-NFL World Championship game, which is now referred to as Super Bowl IV. The spirit of Ed Thorpe was rumored to have cursed the Vikings since they lost the trophy that was named in his honor. You want to talk about, now we're getting into old school, we're getting into some old school curses here. Ed Thorpe, they win the NFL championship and they lose the trophy. Since then, they have not won a Super Bowl. They are 0-4 in Super Bowls. The Gary Anderson NFL championship, the dude is automatic.
We had Gary against Morton. Like the two oldest kickers ever.
You have the two of the best wide receiver tandem of all time in Randy Moss and Chris Carter.
Yeah. I don't think you can argue that.
Nothing to show. Last year, for goodness sakes, everybody's like, all right, look, Sam Darnold, look at the way he's playing. You have a phenomenal regular season. This team has been, in the regular season, the Minnesota Vikings have been so damn good and consistently good.
Yeah.
Nope. Wrong. They're going to find a way to lose. Kirk Cousins era, same thing. Like, you pay the guy all this money, you get so close, but you are so far away. The curse of the Ed Thorpe Trophy in the Minnesota Vikings, I'm subscribing to this. I'm in. I think if we're bringing back the old school curses, we need to talk about the Vikings being a cursed team. And until they have a seance or whatever they're going to do, number one, Minnesota Vikings. They overtake the Buffalo Bills, the Cleveland Browns. They overtake the Chargers, the Arizona Cardinals. Nope. I'm going. The Minnesota Vikings are the most cursed franchise in the NFL. And I think we need to pay more respect to the fact that, look, maybe it's not a quarterback problem. Maybe it is the curse of the Ed Thorpe Trophy.
Yeah.
And losing it.
See?
Another one that comes in, the Detroit Lions. Can't have a curse list without the Lions. Reason for the curse, the Ford Pinto ever being created. Well, they're trying to do a solid for the people. Give the folks an affordable car. Yikes, dog.
Surprised the Ford Pinto never had to deal with Taco Bell, because either one will make your rear end blow up.
That one also, I feel like that might be the ownership more than that falls more into the Bidwell category.
Yeah.
You just got people that don't understand how to run a sports team.
Yeah.
And now what they've done is finally said, yeah, you're right on all that. What we are going to do is just stay out of the way and let football people make football choices.
Yeah.
And we're going to go from there.
Because they historically have really never had much success at all. You know, you have a playoff appearance here or there, but they've never really been close until the last couple of years where they've been really good.
All right. Cursed NFL teams. Send them to me. 503-864-6326. That is the Fan text line. Coming up next, we got the worst day on the web. Another Jeopardy fail when it comes to the world of sport. First, it's Russ with SportsCenter.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a SportsCenter update on 1080 The Fan.
First on The Fan, Trailblazers fans will get their first look at number 16 overall pick Jan Hansen tonight as they begin Las Vegas Summer League play against the Warriors. 8 o'clock tip on ESPN2. The Blazers are 4.5-point dogs. Also on this Summer League roster are third-year guard Ryan Rupert and two-way players Sidi Sissoko and Caleb Love. We do have a little bit of Summer League action underway in Las Vegas. Just underway in quarter two. The Celtics with a 22-18 lead over the Grizzlies. Over on the diamond, after getting swept by the Yankees in the Bronx, the Mariners finished the first half of the season. Easy little series at the AL's top team in the Tigers. 4:10 first pitch on Apple TV+. Nice little pitching matchup as well. Luis Castillo on the bump opposite reigning Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal. And Mariners center fielder Julio Rodriguez announced he will sit out next week's All-Star game in Atlanta, saying he wants to rest and get ready for the second half of the season. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan Merch Locker has a new black 1080 The Fan hoodie, as well as classic long and short sleeve tees. Get yours now at 1080thefan.com. It's time for today's worst day on the web. With Danny and Dusty on Odyssey and 1080 The Fan.
Well, that sucks.
All right, it is now time for the worst day on the web. We head to Jeopardy. They struggle with sports on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. They don't need to fill their brain with all the dumb stuff that we know. Which is, I mean, there is a lot of dumb stuff that we know.
Oh, yeah.
Probably way too much.
I always got told that my parents could never understand why I remember the things that I do, but school stuff just kind of goes.
Well, yeah, see, I've always wondered, like, if I harnessed my brain in a different way,
Yeah.
would I be smart?
If only I could use my powers for good instead of evil.
Like, I mean, what if I didn't need to know the starting rotation of the 1990s Atlanta Braves? I don't know. Like, what if I filled that with, like, calculus?
Would there be more room in my brain if it weren't for Spider 2Y Banana?
Yeah, I mean, goodness gracious. What if I just said, nah, I don't need to remember the formations, motions, and plays for a school that I played at for like half of a season, but I still remember it. What if I said, no, I'm gonna put some schooling in that brain instead? Nah, this learning the run and shoot was far more important for me.
I didn't come here to play school. I came here to play football.
Golly. But we see that playing out on Jeopardy every time they get a sports question.
Number of points a team gets for a safety in the NFL. Scott.
What is 3?
Sorry, no. Rahul.
What is 1?
Also incorrect. Sarah.
What is 2?
Right in the middle. It's 2 points for a safety.
I think Sarah guessed. Like, they went 3, 1. I think Sarah was like, I have whatever.
Pretty sure it's not 4.
Yeah, 2? That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Good answer. It's like Family Feud in that thing.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. All right.
And she finally got it for 2. Did we see how big that was? Like a $600 question.
$600 question, yes.
$600.
Yeah. So that was in the double Jeopardy round.
I mean, you're getting low on the board there, folks.
Yeah.
And that got me to, all right, we all sit there and we laugh at Jeopardy folks when they mess up and they don't get the correct answer on a sports question that we all know.
Yes.
But we're sports people. What are the basic things that sports fans don't know that we probably should?
Oh boy, that's probably a pretty deep bucket right there.
Right?
Yeah.
And you don't know what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So please text me at 503-864-6326. Because there's a few things that I think I know that I don't know if everybody knows.
Uh-huh.
Like, do you know what, like, Dawn dish soap and baking soda?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you scrub that on, like, a grease stain.
Uh-huh.
You drop a piece of pizza on your shirt, gets a grease stain. Dawn dish soap and baking soda.
No kidding.
You scrub that in there, grease stains, gone.
I thought it was just for washing off little baby ducks.
No, it's not. It's not. It's amazing.
Wow.
I think everybody should know that bit of information.
Yeah.
If you get blood on a piece of clothing, you can get that out with salt. Do you know that?
Huh? Did not.
Salt.
Do you know why they called WD-40 WD-40?
No idea.
Because it was the 40th recipe that they tried that finally worked for water displacement.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. Wait, aren't there different WDs though?
I only know a WD-40.
All right.
I mean, the first 39, I guess, didn't work so good.
I didn't know that. I don't know if they would know that on Jeopardy either.
They might. I bet you somebody would. Well, because the thing
Yeah.
is, too, most of the times ahead of the show, they will give you, like, some possible categories so you can go and study.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Like, that was,
Because, look, these
That's
people
one of
don't
those
just
ones-
automatically know everything,
yeah, I know. Well, I like to think they do.
you know. But, yeah, no, they give you a little bit of heads up, and they're not going to tell you every category that is going to appear on the show, but they'll give you a handful of some possibilities, and,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
This text, fan text saying, what is icing in hockey? That's when you cross.
You're at your own end of the
Yeah,
ice.
and you cross the blue line on the other end, right?
I think icing in hockey is when you're on your own end of the ice and you pass the puck up towards the other end.
And it crosses the
And it crosses
blue.
the blue line, and then the other team
On-
gets it.
Yes. Yes, the puck crosses that line unmolested.
Yeah. I'm better off at describing offside in soccer than I am icing in hockey.
Yeah. Wow. This text weirdly, jeez. Weirdly enough, thanks to Pablo Escobar, I know how many grams are announced.
Well, for me, it's not Pablo Escobar. It's more Cheech and Chong, but...
This text, did you know that 4th of July and Halloween always fall on the same day of the week? That's not true. That's not true.
Well, no, as each other.
Oh.
Not like within the calendar, as each other. Yeah.
It's like, no. 4th of July
How's
isn't...
the 4th of July always on a Friday?
Yeah, that's great, because I've been very upset that the 4th of July always... midweek 4th of July is the worst.
Yeah. What we need to do is we need to change both the 4th of July and Halloween and make them like Memorial Day, where you can have, the actual holiday, whatever, but then you have the holiday observed. It's like President's Day might fall on a Wednesday or something, but you have like the Friday off because it's President's Day observed.
So you're telling me Halloween's on a Friday this year?
Sure, I guess. Let's take a look.
Because that's when the 4th of July was. See, that's a great piece of knowledge that
Halloween is on a Friday.
Golly.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind. How
they
did
should
I
just
not
both
know
always
that?
be on a Friday. Make that a thing.
Yeah, how did I not know that?
Do that. Look, you make those always on a Friday and you put the Super Bowl on the day before President's Day. We got ourselves a whole different country, my friend.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, hey, I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the most common ingredient in household dust is? So like
skin.
Yes, it's your dead skin cells.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
You did know that. That is off-putting.
Yeah.
But it does explain why you get more dust in like big family.
Did you know that Otto Titzling invented the bra?
Oh boy. No. I didn't. I had no idea about that.
Or Thomas Crapper in the toilet?
Now that one, is that true?
I'd like to believe so on both of them.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think either one of them is correct, but it sounds fun.
I don't think any of those are true. You're disseminating false information here on the fan. We'll have none of that, Rust.
Oh.
Huh.
What does it say? Oh my God. So I'm Googling Otto Titzling.
Oh boy.
Apparently it's a song by Bette Midler. Oh, and yes, the Wikipedia entry also says Otto Titzling is a fictional character, apocryphally described as the inventor of the brassiere.
See, you know what? Fake news, Rust. Did you know cigarettes were originally designed to be enjoyed with drinking wine? Then,
I guess that makes
when
sense.
the tobacco companies realized how popular they became, I think they meant addictive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it was even announced cigarettes are bad for your health, obviously. The tobacco companies didn't do anything about it. They just continued to monopolize. Yeah. I knew that last part. I didn't know about for wine.
Yeah. Cornflakes, originally meant as a cure for...
a deterrent for...
self-flagellation?
Yeah. Now, okay. That is a half-truth.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a deep dive on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Because... So the Kellogg, he had like he's a very religious man,
mm-hmm.
and he thought that these boys here getting a little too frisky, and so what he decided to do was he thought bland foods, a diet of bland foods. He thought that our spices, he would hate KFC.
All 11 of those herbs and spices.
Yeah, 11 of them. What are you doing? He thought it was the herbs and spices.
He must have been English.
That were making all of us, love ourselves. And so he thought a diet of bland food would curb that. So it wasn't specifically for that reason, but it was the reason.
Oh, man.
Oh, deal here. Samuel P. Sports created sports. Oh, all right.
Oh, by the way, I guess so on the Thomas Crapper, it is halfway true.
All right.
He didn't invent the actual toilet itself, but he invented part of the mechanism, like the flushing mechanism inside the tank.
Oh. So when that piece needs to be, replaced in my toilet, when that piece does, I can just say I need a new crapper here.
Yeah, but so he was he was
flushing
actually a
mechanism.
plumber and businessman.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think his family feels about the slang term then for a toilet being their last name?
Well, wait till you hear. Okay, so they might not like the slang term being their last name, but Crapper held 9 patents, 3 of them for water closet improvements, such as the floating ball cock.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the little water displacement thing.
Floats
that
up
makes
with
it
the
stop.
water
Yeah.
as the tank fills back
I
up.
had no idea that's what the name of that was. I thought it was just called the bobber. Little bobber doohickey. All right.
Improved the S-bend plumbing trap in 1880 by inventing the U-bend.
But I'll tell you what, I don't think the Crapper family minds this one bit because they sound filthy rich right now.
Right? No kidding.
Like if you are going to be mocking the family name, they will just look down on you from their mountain of money that they have there.
Yeah. Crap on this.
Yeah.
Manhole covers with Crapper's company's name on them in Westminster Abbey have become one of London's minor tourist attractions.
Oh, all right. Well, good on you, Crapper family. All right. Oh, Mountain Dew, invented as a mixer for whiskey.
Oh, that's awful. Let's go with a little ginger ale.
I'm starting to. Well, I mean, I think you're talking about like home distilled whiskey.
Well, still, but you're not
Which
home
hits a little
distilling
bit-
your Mountain Dew.
It's a little differently.
That's fair enough, I guess.
Bootleggers. All right. 503-864-6326. We got a lot of fun facts coming in. We'll get to some of those as the show continues to go on. But we need to head in a different direction here. We've got a little college football notesies. Things are getting weird in college football, as if they haven't been already. But what can you rely on next on The Fan? 503-864-6326. That's a fan text line. Joe Fisher came in here, and he dropped a couple of Mountain Dew facts.
Ooh, please do tell.
Hold on. Yeah, okay, now we're good. He goes, did you know the Mountain Dew Moonshiner thing?
Mm-hmm.
I do know that it was kind of hand in hand with moonshiners. He goes, did you know the original Mountain Dew logo had a moonshiner on it? So I said, I Googled it. Sure enough, he's got a jug, and there's the moonshine jug, and that was the Mountain Dew logo.
Huh.
But do you know the original slogan for Mountain Dew? Because I think they need to bring it back. You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
Is that followed by Doomy Baby?
Drink Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
Wow.
Yeah. How about that? Dude, it tickles my innards now. It's called the bubble guts, but that could go a lot of different ways.
Oh, man. Yeah, it certainly could.
Now the do kind of makes sense when it'll tickle your innards is the other one. It's like, whoa, buddy.
Surprised that phrase hasn't made it to the red light district yet or
What
something.
are we doing here? All right. So Joe Fish with a Mountain Dew fact drop that turned into, wow, that's an aggressive slogan.
Yes, it certainly is.
I think we need to bring back more of it'll tickle your innards. Drink Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
Oh, man.
Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh.
All right. I don't know where I was going to go here. Oh, yeah, I got something. No, we're already up against it. We've already crushed this one segment. As a giant Smurf walks into the studio, Jason Sukanik in his BYU shirt that matches his gi for his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, he looks like a Smurf over here. He is a large Smurf has just walked into the building.
Scary Smurf.
Yeah, he'll be starting this thing off in about an hour from now. There he is. He's sitting down here. You get us to another camera shot on the YouTube so people can see.
Yeah, but you can't see my pants. You see my little
Nothing a little karate kick won't fix. There you go.
my little hi-ya! My hi-ya pants. Take a shower.
You have to take a shower first?
Yeah, sometimes on Friday, I don't get an opportunity to shower.
Oh.
I have to come right here.
Oh, you use the company shower.
I use the company shower. Not that we're taping anything and then running it as live. We would never do that.
No.
Just
Never do
know
that.
Joey Harrington is live every Friday at 5:30 and in no way is taped at 2 o'clock, thus necessitating me to not shower and come right here.
Right here, right now.
Right here.
All right.
That would never, ever happen. And I'm honored that this is your last show.
This is my last one.
This is your last show,
dude.
And that's incredible. I just I can't put in my headphones, so I can't hear Jeff Russ. But to everyone listening, from the bottom of my heart, I've said this. We've worked together now for what, 17 years?
Yeah.
You were an intern on my show when you first started.
19 years ago, I was an intern.
19 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 19 years you've been here. And you started out as an intern, and then you are our part-time producer. And I have watched you really, grow. I've known you half your life.
Yeah.
Basically. And to see you go from an intern to now our boss and the great brand manager that you are, I'm just tickled to death. Not to get all emotional, but you are one of my absolute favorite people, not only that I've ever worked with, you are absolutely one of my favorite people that I've ever encountered with. You're an amazing father, you're an amazing husband, and you're just all around a good freaking dude. And we know we like to joke on here and give everyone a hard time. But the fan man, as you've come to know, I just couldn't be prouder that after all these years, you've worked your ass off, and no one deserves it more. And I mean it, man, from the bottom of my heart. I absolutely love you, and I've said this a million times. anything you ever needed from me, you got it. And couldn't be happier to have you as my boss, and more importantly, as my friend. And you're gonna do a great job. And it was kind of bittersweet. Like when I was driving in today, I was actually driving to my little my little kung fu thing, and I heard that this was your last day, and I did. I got a little emotional. I got a little choked up. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like that guy is done. So I mean it. Congratulations. I wish you nothing but the best, and I look forward to hopefully many more years working together. And like I said, man, you deserve it. I won't take up any more of your time, but I wanted to come in and say that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I love you too. And go ahead and definitely do that non-taped interview with Joey Harrington. That will be that will not be at 2:00. It will be. Oh, we got the karate kick too. We get the karate kick.
He's going a little Sally O'Malley over there.
Hells yeah. No, I appreciate it, and a lot of stuff that's happened on these airwaves have been a part of my life too. Like he's talking about like everything that you do on this radio show and in this world. Like I met my wife and I told her like, hey, by the way, everything that we do, it's fair game. Like our life is
fodder.
an open book,
and
that's the way it's got to be. A lot of things have happened on that when I was producing that show too. Like, you know, got married and my wedding became a long-running bit on that show because of the disaster that it turned into.
And what a disaster that was.
Yeah, my wife went into labor during the 4:00 hour of primetime as I'm producing. And we have it's a CD still. I should digitize this one.
Right.
Former promotions goddess Alicia, she pulled everything from the air where in Isaac and Suk's ear, I'm like, hey, I gotta go. And Isaac's like, it's go time? It's go time? And then we went to break, and then we came back because I had talked to my wife during the break, and she's like, we have time. Because nobody was there. And when we come back from break, Isaac is yelling at me as to why I'm still there. And then part of that CD is also throughout the entire thing, the rest of the show in the club hour was fatherly advice that was dished out. And is pretty cool. It is a bittersweet day here, as it is my last day. We will get to the final hour. In a half hour, we will have my replacement will be unveiled for Danny's new co-host, and we're going to sit down with him. We're going to talk to him to close out the show. Final hour of the program. Danny and Dusty on the Fan.
I'm Michael J.
From the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on 1080 The Fan.
If you've been arrested for DUI, you need a team of attorneys into whom you can place your trust. Call Reynolds Defense Firm today online at reynoldsdefensefirm.com. First on The Fan, Trailblazers fans will get their first look at number 16 overall pick Young Hansen tonight as they begin Las Vegas Summer League against the Warriors. 8 o'clock tip on ESPN2. Also on the Summer League roster, third-year guard Ryan Rupert and two-way players Sidi Sissoko and Caleb Love. The Blazers also play tomorrow night against the Grizzlies. We do have some action currently underway in Las Vegas. They are at the half. The Celtics with a 49-36 lead over the Grizzlies, and early in the second quarter, the Hawks leading the Heat 35-27. Over in baseball, after getting swept by the Yankees in the Bronx, the Mariners finished the first half of the season at the AL's top team in the Tigers. 4 o'clock first pitch on Apple TV+. A nice little pitching duel tonight. Luis Castillo starting for Seattle opposite reigning Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal for Detroit. And Mariner center fielder Julio Rodriguez announced he'll sit out next week's All-Star game in Atlanta, saying he wants to rest and get ready for the second half of the season. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Jump back to earlier parts of your favorite fan shows on the Odyssey app. The only way to rewind Portland's sports leader, 1080 The Fan.
All right, the final hour of Danny and Dusty ever. And look, the Cheers open. Damn. That's one of the first times I remember my dad crying. Cheers finale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bar owner. When Sam flipped the sign on the Indian statue, it was
That'll do it.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
That was a moment. So we're going out with a bang. Danny is in Vegas for Summer League. I am here. This is my last show. I will be stepping aside doing the brand manager stuff from here on out, and it's been awesome to be on the air and do this show and all the iterations that I've been able to do over the years here. A decade of show hosting, but go back another 3 years. 4 years of producing primetime. It's been such an awesome and fun ride of being on the air and doing these things, but not too many times you get to go out on your own terms in this business of going off the air.
Yep.
And I'm truly happy that I do and get to have one last run with you guys. So thank you all for listening. This is
a fun little ride with you the last couple of years.
It has been, Rust, in your Forrest Gump Alabama shirt. Rough Tide. We will be announcing who my replacement is at the 2:30 segment of this here fine show. So thanks for riding along with us and partying along. We do have some sports stuff that we need to get to. And this is not sports related at all, but I needed to get to it. This was just amazing. So the MLB draft is coming up this week.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a prospect. He's a high school pitcher from the state of Illinois, and he has the fastest recorded fastball of any high school pitcher ever. He's been clocked at 103 miles an hour. He is the 44th ranked draft prospect, which makes him terrifying in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw 103 and you're the 44th best prospect, that tells me you don't know where that thing's going.
Right.
And I want him on my team. I want that guy on my team, not somebody else's team. But this young man has got an elite name and great parents.
Yes.
This young man's name is Jack Bauer. And yes, he's named after that Jack Bauer. His parents were big fans of the show 24, starring Kiefer Sutherland. And so when they had their son, they named him Jack. So young Jack Bauer, one of the top prospects in Major League Baseball's draft, is going to have his name called. And wherever he goes, I feel like even if you're a veteran, you've got to give up your number because he wears the number 24.
Yeah. As much credit as we want to give the parents, I think where a lot of that credit really has to go is mom.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, she's the one that really has to sign off on it.
Yeah, we were talking about this with ESPN is my middle name.
Yeah,
the linebacker.
right. Exactly.
Gideon ESPN, whatever his name was. The dad went, nope, going ESPN, all caps, here we go.
Yeah.
Ka-cha.
Well, and he went behind her back, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He snuck that one on in there, all
Exactly.
caps. He went with the four-letter network. But young Jack Bauer was interviewed by MLB.com's Matt Monaghan. And this is where this story gets even better, is that Monaghan reached out to Kiefer Sutherland's peoples and said, hey, I know he probably doesn't care, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that he might know about this, and he may not care about it, but
Yeah.
there's a pitching prospect named Jack Bauer in the MLB draft, and he was named after his character on 24.
Yeah.
Would he be interested in an interview? Expecting Kiefer Sutherland not to care and not to respond.
Yeah, look, worst they're going to do is say no.
Kiefer Sutherland is awesome.
Yeah.
And what he ended up doing is he ended up giving an interview to Matt Monaghan saying, you know, to see someone excel at that level at such a young age, and the fact he has the last name Bauer and his parents chose to call him Jack, it's kind of fun to me. Like I said, I'm not into baseball. I'm not a baseball fan, but now I've got something to root for. And then he went on to talk about his dad, Donald Sutherland, was a massive Montreal Expos fan. And so...
Because, yeah, they're Canadian.
Of
Canadian origin.
That's right.
Yes.
And related to Jeff Rust.
My wife. Yes,
Well,
it's
it's
on
you know.
my wife's paternal grandmother's side. She was a Sutherland.
All right. Well, this Donald Sutherland, baseball fan. It was like a known fact that you don't mess with Donald Sutherland during Expos games.
Okay.
In fact, he was filming a movie in the 80s and in China, and in his rider for the film, the movie Bethune.
Okay.
It was he needed 2 to 3 hours every day whenever the Expos were playing. He would not be working.
There you go.
So, like, he said that Donald Sutherland would go up and listen to baseball games, like, on a mountaintop on a satellite radio in the 80s, which I can't imagine what those look like, to the Montreal Expos playing games. So, big baseball family. And he's given old Jack Bauer the attaboy and his support. Like, go crush it, dude. Now he's good. Kiefer Sutherland, who you are named after, is now going to be following your career. That's badass.
That's pretty kick-ass. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there another badass in television or film that you would want to be named after? Jack Bauer is a pretty damn high bar. That man saved America in 24 hours several times.
Several times.
Yes. Here's the kicker. Real Jack Bauer has never seen an episode.
What?
Never.
It's like, I don't need to watch it. I lived it.
He said he hasn't gotten around to it.
I just can't find the time. Can't squeeze it in.
I don't know. I just am named after the character in this show. I'll eventually get it. You know, I'll get to it. But he said that he's heard great things about it. The first 6 seasons did air before he was even born.
Eesh.
I'm gonna get want to feel old?
Yeah, I already do.
Major League draft pick will not have been born before 6 seasons of 24 had already been filmed.
Yikes.
We are getting old.
Yes.
All right, 503-864-6326. What badasses in TV and film would you want to be named after? Next on The Fan. All right, there is a young man who's going to be drafted in Major League Baseball draft. He throws 103 miles an hour. Yet, and he's in high school and is the 44th ranked prospect in this draft. Control may be an issue. Here for it. I'm here for it. Nuke Lelouch, let's go.
Right. I remember when I was a kid playing Little League, and look, I was not a good baseball player, so I always was one of the older kids on the teams, facing Taylor Barton.
Oh, yeah.
As a kid, as a Ute. And he was a pitcher, and he was terrifying to face because, one, he threw super hard, but two, in his windup, he would lose eye contact with the catcher, and he would like look up at the sky, and then like in his delivery, look back at the catcher and the plate. Terrifying.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I had a buddy who could throw some gas, and in high school, he would intentionally put the last pitch of his warm-ups halfway up the backstop and look at his catcher and be like, I don't know. I don't know where it's going.
Well, that one really got away from me.
And then, just kind of send a message. Get high school batters like a little bit on edge,
Oh, exactly.
just like, hey, this guy has no clue where it's going, and it goes fast.
Yeah.
And it turns out he kind of didn't know where it was going most of the time. So it was a good warning that he was given. But the young man who throws the fastest ever recorded fastball from a high school pitcher, his name is Jack Bauer, and he's named after Jack Bauer in the movie 24, show 24. Mm-hmm. He wears the number 24.
As he should.
And Kiefer Sutherland is now a fan of this young man.
It's fantastic.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It leads the question, though, which badass is the one you want to be named after? Like, if you were to have a last name and you're like, all right, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, if your last name is Rambo and your son is not named John.
Yeah. You did something wrong.
Doing something wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I had a...
and his middle name better be First Blood. And then John First Blood Rambo 2.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have,
Part
I
two.
mean, the name just keeps going.
Yeah. Back in my old bartending days when I worked at Old Chicago, one of the cooks there, his name was Brandon. He got pregnant. Well, he didn't get pregnant. His girl did, his lady. And they had a kid. They named their kid Wyatt because their last name was Earp.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, how do you not do
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
It's-
I mean, you can go all of the Earp brothers.
Oh,
here.
yeah. Virgil.
Yeah.
I forget.
Isn't Virgil buried in Portland?
It's Oregon somewhere, I think. Yeah. Or at least one of the...
I think it's in Portland.
Yeah. Is it? Okay. But yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. Deal says, not a name you want, but I knew a Jim Bond. He was Jim and not James for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That one could be a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than Gold. Gold Bond.
Bond.
Medicated.
That's an Austin Powers villain.
Yeah. Not in TV or film, but I would love to be a center field prospect named John Fogerty.
Put me in center field, coach.
I'm ready to play today. That is a great one.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I got one that I came up with. I thought James Dean, because first off, cool as hell actor.
Yeah, he is cool.
And then also, if you so desired, you could go by Jimmy Dean, and then you got some badass breakfast sausage too.
Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, there's versatility there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And Kenny Rogers, you could be the gambler himself or rotisserie. You could be a chicken magnet or a chick magnet. Either one.
Makes a fine bird.
You got it, baby. If your last name's MacGyver, you have to name your kid Angus.
Yeah.
That is, I think that's the law of the land.
Pretty much.
Yep. Callahan.
Tommy.
Ooh. Harry.
Yeah.
Dirty Harry's.
There you go.
Dirty Harry's last name is Callahan.
There we go.
But you could go
Thomas
Thomas Harold. So you could be Tommy Callahan or Harry. Whatever. You don't know.
Yeah. How about, Thomas Magnum.
Yep.
Plus, I mean, you got yourself a badass mustache and a Ferrari.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Do you have to be a Tigers fan?
I mean, I guess not. But
I think you kind of do.
I mean, if you're in Hawaii, you got to have somewhere where it's a, because it can't be like Dodgers or Yankees. It's got to be a little bit of an offshoot. But
he wore a Tigers hat.
Yes. Oh,
like,
no,
you
I know.
have to be a
Yeah.
Tigers fan, I think.
Well, I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, especially if that's the name you're going with, like, hell's yeah, you better be.
I was just thinking in terms of his fandom, but yeah. Anywho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John McClane. We need more John McClanes.
Solid.
Die Hard. I mean, ambiguous enough.
Yeah.
To where you might not be named after Die Hard,
Mhm.
but if it is, yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Steve Austin, both Stone Cold and the $6 Million Man.
Ooh. Yeah. That's
That's a good double
one.
dip.
Yeah. Well, if your last name is Wick, John Wick is that one came in early on the text line.
Yes.
John Wick is solid.
Yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
solid.
Very solid. I went digging around. This was before I realized they were supposed to be, TV or movie based, but so I just kind of Googled badasses in history. Desmond Doss from World War II. Saved 75 men in Okinawa by lowering wounded soldiers down a ridge, suffered shrapnel in his leg while kicking a grenade away from fellow soldiers, then took a bullet to the arm. He crawled back to base rather than take a stretcher somebody else might need.
That's a real life hero?
That's a real life dude.
What's the last name on that?
Doss, D-O-S-S, Desmond Doss.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good looking name.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Desmond Doss would be fast.
Yeah, I'm Desmond Doss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick ass. I went to Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Both Riggs and Martot, they gave
Roger
them...
Murtaugh, Martin Riggs.
Yeah,
They're just kind of...
Not nearly as cool as I thought that they... Angus MacGyver, too, is a little... But I like Angus.
Although I guess if my last name were Joshua, I'd have to name my kid Mister.
All right.
It's the dude from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. I know. I know. I know.
Oh, goodness. Theo Kojak.
Hell yeah. That one is awesome.
That one's got a soft spot in my heart, too, because that was my nickname in old Chicago.
I grew up with a kid named Austin Powers, but then the movie came out when we were in Little League. Made his name awesome.
That'd be fantastic. How did he
baby.
How did he luck into that one?
Dude,
that kid was just walking in 7th grade going, does that make you horny, baby?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I would have been insufferable as a Little League. Every time I got on base, I'd be like, yeah, baby.
Absolutely.
I wonder if that name is as cool for him now.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
What does it all mean, Basil?
There's no way that he ever went to a bar and got in when he turned 21. They looked at his ID and were like, that's not even a good fake.
They're like, you might as well have put McLovin on here.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Yeah, okay, Austin. Better luck next time. He's like, no, seriously. Like, did he have to bring his birth certificate and social security card every time he went to a bar?
Exactly.
Like, no, guys, I've got several forms of identification here. I just want to drink with my friends. Can't I get blacked out like all these other college kids?
And look, my middle name isn't Danger.
Like, yeah, okay. He's like, no, it's Austin D. It says it's Daniel. It's Daniel. Like, yeah, okay.
Sure, bud.
Better luck next time.
I got one more good real life one. Peter Freuchen, I'm assuming that's how you say his last name. A 6'7" Danish polar explorer. Yeah. He lost one leg to frostbite, amputated his own toes with pliers, survived an avalanche in Greenland by making a knife out of his own feces.
Oh, poop knife.
Yeah, poop knife. Captured by Nazis in World War II, but escaped. Later went on.
Wait, hold on. With 2 legs or 1?
I don't know. I'm just reading it off in the order in which it was presented in the caption.
So from the way you're reading this, it sounds like this dude cut his own leg off, or cut his own toes off, and got a leg amputated, and then outran the Nazis?
Yeah, and survived an avalanche with a poop knife.
Just peg-legging his way around.
So, captured by Nazis in World War II, but escaped, later went on to win $64,000 on the $64,000 question TV show. What a life.
What?
Like, if
this
you wrote
dude
that,
had some tough living. Like,
if you wrote that for a movie, people would be like, no, that's just too much. You gotta at least lose the game show part.
Yeah, right?
But the poop knife stays.
Poop knife stays. Poop knife stays. That game show, though.
Yeah.
Bridge too far. We've jumped the shark.
Yeah.
We have gone happy days.
Yes. Fonzie is water skiing.
We have jumped a shark on a water ski. No, this is not it. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That guy rocks.
Right?
What was his name?
Well, the last name is spelled Freuchen. My Lord, I just had a stroke. So I think Peter Freuchen, if he's Danish. Yeah. Freuchen. That
dude rocks.
Yeah.
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 Peter freaking awesome.
Oh, man.
I went to school with the John McClane. He was a pretty goofy kid. Yeah, there is you are gambling.
Yeah.
If you name your kid after a movie badass, he better live up to it. He better live up to it.
Yes.
All right. Hey, right now, write me out now. Text CARD to 503-864-6326 to enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Front Row Card Show happening July 19th and 20th at the Oregon Convention Center. Again, CARD, C-A-R-D, to 503-864-6326 for a pair of tickets to the Front Row Card Show on July 19th and 20th at the Oregon Convention Center. It is a card show. You can get all the cards, trade-ins that will be happening. Go to 1080thefan.com for complete contest details. Again, card to 503-864-6326. All right, it is time to replace myself on this show. I will introduce y'all to the person that will be sliding into this chair moving forward on Danny and Dusty. And just a heads up, the show will not be called Danny and Dusty anymore.
What? Oh, great. Now I got to go. I got a bunch of extra work on my plate now.
Yeah. Yeah, you should get on that. You should get on that.
I probably should.
But my replacement is here. I see him. And we will unveil him to you next. First is Yif with SportsCenter.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a SportsCenter update on 1080 The Fan.
First on The Fan, the Trailblazers will get their first look at number 16 overall pick Young Hansen as they begin Las Vegas Summer League play tonight against the Warriors. 8 o'clock tip on ESPN2. Also on the roster, third-year guard Ryan Rupert and two-way players Sidi Sissoko and Caleb Love. We do have a couple Summer League games underway in Vegas. Let's see here. Late in the third quarter, the Celtics lead the Grizzlies 64-55. And early in the third quarter, the Heat with a 55-52 lead over the Hawks. After getting swept by the Yankees in the Bronx, the Mariners finished the first half of the season at the AL's top team. That would be the Tigers. 4:10 first pitch on Apple TV+. A nice little pitching matchup tonight. Luis Castillo and Tarek Skubal. And Mariners center fielder Julio Rodriguez announced he will sit out next week's All-Star game in Atlanta, saying he wants to rest and get ready for the second half of the season. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
More, please. Golf in the Northwest with Jason Swigart is back. Saturdays at 8 a.m. before the Sinner and the Saint on Portland's sports leader, 1080 The Fan.
All right, this is my final show on these airwaves as a host. It's been 10 years as a daily host for me, and I am stepping away because I've taken over as a brand manager. I've been gone a lot, and a big reason why I've been gone is in doing the brand manager stuff. Every time they're saying he's doing brand man stuff, it is because I've been searching for my replacement. We had over 125 applicants for this job. Turns out people love to work in sports radio, and went through a bunch of resumes, listened to a lot of people, interviewed a ton, and both in market and out of market. And we've heard a lot of the folks come across that have been here and worked here for a very long time. And it was not an easy decision by any stretch of the imagination. We have a ton of talented people that applied for this job out of market, and a ton of guys here that I think we all know. Anybody that listens to this station knows how talented the people that work here are, and how lucky we are to have guys that work, whether it's daily as show hosts, show producers, our shoulder programming, that are weeknights and weekends. We got a ton of people that knock it out of the park for us. So it was a tough decision. And as I went through, I listened to a lot, and we had a lot of shows and a lot of hours to go through, but we have made a decision on who will replace me starting Monday from noon to 3 right here on The Fan. It will be none other than Patrick Harris. Patrick Harris, P. Harris, is going to be working with Danny moving forward.
Holy goodness.
Welcome aboard, dude.
Oh, I guess this is real now, huh?
It is real. It is real.
You know, it's funny. We've been talking through this process, and to pull the curtain back a little bit, since I think we're a pull the curtain back moment right now. We had a meeting the other day about some stuff going forward, and you looked at me and said, "You don't look very happy."
No, I didn't. I did not think you were looking happy at all. I did say that.
And what I will tell you, Dusty, is it's because it hasn't quite set in. This is kind of the first step.
Yeah.
And I am also aware, for those out there, you know, those that listen to my stupid little show over the last 10 years and filling in, and the love and the hate, and I have worked with pretty much everybody at this station. Today might be the first day that it really, like being here with you right now, might be the first time this really sets in. I mean,
yeah.
Do I seem happy right now?
You do.
Yeah,
actually,
there you go.
For the first time, you do. And I'm excited for you, man. I think that, you know, as I said, we've got so many talented people applied for this job.
And it's wild, just the years we've been through.
Yeah.
And see all the great people that come through. And, you know, nobody really burns bridges here. Like,
No.
some people might leave. Some people come back. Shout out Will Darkins. And you remember they leave, and they never leave with a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
It's always, I will miss you guys, and this was a special place.
But this was, in listening to you and Danny, you know, I think that both of your levels of weird, and we've talked about this all the time, about the chemistry, the fit, and the match. You guys have got that level of weird that is going to be good, and it's going to be fun. And the show, your knowledge of sports is something that you guys both have in spades. I'm excited for the creativity that you guys are going to be able to bring together.
Well, there's something I harken back on, and I take very, very fondly. When I say this, it might sound odd. It might sound not like the biggest compliment, but he meant it in a compliment. And I always harken back to Isaac Ropp. Jason was out, Big Sook was out for a couple shows, and I sat in with Isaac, and I said, hey, I think I'm going to go for that job. Because I remember I was here when we announced you as the new brand manager, and I said to him, I think I'm going to go for that job. And Isaac looked at me, and he said it again to me the other day while we were outside getting ready for shows. And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, dude, you're such a wild card. You're weird.
Yeah, dude.
You're very different than all of us here. And it's something I teach to my kids. You know, being weird is awesome.
Yeah.
Being normal is kind of lame, although I don't really know what normal is these days. You know, it's like 46% of the nation are normal. And you're like, well, that's not really like normal, because that's not above 50%. You know, that's not half. to be the majority, you have to be over half.
That's only a plurality.
Yeah, exactly. And so I always kind of ran with that. And I feel very fortunate that whether it's working with Rust or you or the boys in the morning or you know, the guys that do this in our market, maybe on the West Coast better than anybody else in Isaac and Jason, like working with everybody and the Bucks of the world, and you kind of learn that, hey, maybe this is something I should do. Maybe this is something that I was kind of built for. You know, don't talk to my mom. My mom thinks I'm the greatest person in the world, which is terrifying.
Moms love their little boys.
Moms love their boys. But yeah, it just kind of felt like this was what I was supposed to do. And this was really the first time in the 10 years I've been at this station that I really went for this job. And I remember back doing Hunt for the Host. I competed in the first year and lost to Keith Hill. Luke Anderson took second, and Rashad took third. And I remember walking away because I was eliminated in the final 12 or final 8. I can't remember.
Final 8.
Final 8. Thank you.
Yep.
Check the tape.
It was very tough.
And I remember being eliminated and saying to myself, I did not have a good performance that week. It was a club week. I overthought it. I tried too hard. And I was very frustrated that I was eliminated, only with myself. And the next year we came back and we did it, and it was like, look, dude, you can't think about this stuff. You just can't. You just have to go. You just kind of got to be you.
Yep.
And I just did that, and I got very, very lucky. I made it to the final 2. I actually thought Jarvez was better than me, personally.
Jarvez Hall.
If I was Jeff Austin at the time, I probably would have gone with Jarvez. But they chose me, and I've never forgotten that opportunity. And I've always tried to, anytime I've been on this station, just be me.
Yep. And that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing, and I think that's what's going to make the show really good with you and Danny. And
well, Danny, I mean, I'm a little worried about that guy.
Wild card, dude. I got 2 wild cards, and I like wild cards.
Do you think people are going to be okay with the fact that we're Newburgh and Vancouver talking about Portland market?
I think that is perfect.
With the Beavertonian on the other side of the glass.
I'll tell you what, this radio station, we have every corner of this area just painted.
Without a doubt.
Because you went to Hudson's Bay.
Correct.
High school.
Class of 03.
We had Suk, who's a Mountain View kid, up in Vancouver. Rop is from Kansas, but has lived in Southwest Portland and not left Southwest Portland for over a quarter of a century.
Yep. He can claim he's a local.
I'm the borough. Sprague is northeast. Dirt is southeast. We got Buck, Rust, and Swigard, who are Beaverton.
Joe Fisher down in Newburgh.
Joe Fisher, Newburgh, and Danny Newburgh. I mean, and then Rashad Taylor is the heartbeat of Portland proper for us.
Without a doubt.
Dude, and he's going to the Pro-Am this weekend.
And his knowledge, just to give a shout out to my boy Rashad, his knowledge of inner Portland high school and dudes that are from here is unmatched. I mean, maybe you might be as close to him, but that guy knows a lot about this city.
Well, yeah, we've talked about this on the show the other day or a couple weeks ago. I had it stuck in my brain that there was a guy who got arrested for faking his age at Grant High School, and I was like, Rashad, who was this? And he gave me the entire rundown. He was there when the guy got arrested in the high school at Grant. And I was like, I knew you wouldn't miss.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
But hey, man, congratulations
Thank
to you. You have earned this, and you deserve it. From Hunt for the Host to hosting daily, it hasn't been a short trip. You've been here for a decade now. Think about that. Like, you've been here for a decade hosting the baseball show, and now you are Monday through Friday, noon to 3 with Danny. And so Patrick Harris is going to be taking over for me effective on Monday. And thank you to everybody who's texting in with the well wishes to him. Harris is going to stick around for one more segment, and then we sign off and hand it over to Primetime.
And we're going to give this is today, honestly, it's really exciting that I'm here, and it's really exciting, but It's your day, my friend.
No.
We'll give you some love in the
All right.
next segment.
All right. Danny and Dusty on the Fan. I'll tell you what. We were talking about moms in the last segment. My mother is going to be thrilled because she is a big Sound of Music fan.
I was trying
What,
to
she
think.
loves Nazis? Is that what it is?
No, she
About
hates
to
them. They were
derail-
running from them.
I'm about to derail this program real tough.
Yeah, I figured we had to do something special for this final bump back, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Ted Lasso, too. Anybody who's seen Ted Lasso. His players did this on the
Yes.
way out into the final episode. You guys nailed it. Patrick Harris will be taking over for me effective on Monday, and I'm thrilled. I hope everybody else is too, because you and Danny are going to kick ass, man.
I think, I think one thing that's real special, if I can talk to the listeners for a moment, being here for 10 years and doing this stupid little baseball show, The Hot Corner, on Tuesday nights, which we'll have our last episode next week.
Next Tuesday.
Yep. And it's an all-star, which is one of our absolute favorite shows of the year. So I'm really excited for that to be the last one. As an insider, as somebody who was shoulder programming, and has filled in again on every show, whether it's Rust's spot, your spot, and on any show, the station's been very, very good to me. And especially in times when I've needed employment, this station has been very, very good to me. And when I talk to you listeners out there, Dusty has said this, we've all said this behind the scenes. Maybe we don't say it enough to you guys on the air. You are why we do this. Like, you are. If you guys don't listen, if you theys don't listen, then we're not here.
Yep.
So what Danny and I are really excited to do is building a show from scratch and making it something for you to keep you going and build the momentum, off the morning guys into the primetime guys into shoulder programming. And don't be shocked if, Isaac Ropp is out and I just randomly decide, I haven't asked the boss about this, to say, hey, Jason, I'll do a show with you today.
Do the 7-hour marathon shift.
I don't mind. That's how much I love doing this. That's how much I love being here.
Yep.
That's how much I love working with the people that we work with. And I think you fans out there, it's coming across on the text line, 503-864-6326. Your love is massively appreciated. Yeah. Massively appreciated. And I can't wait for Monday for me to tell you to chill the F out about Yang Han Sen, and you tell me you're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about. You're probably right. I don't.
It's okay. We all should be saying chill out on your Han Sen Yen or Yang Han Sen takes.
But enough about me.
Yeah.
I brought in some champagne today.
That's right.
To celebrate
Whips and
this
chains
occasion.
Excite me.
Sorry, misfire.
Rihanna.
I brought in some champagne today. I shared some with those out in the bullpen, and because
it is the champagne of beers.
as great as this opportunity is for me, I think it would be stupid of us to not give you some love, Dusty. I produced your show for 2 months, 3 months when Will Darkins was on paternity leave. You and AJ.
Yeah.
And you being the brand manager, I applied for that job. And when you got it, I said, well, the only way to beat him is to take his job. I'll show him. I'll show him what's up. And we are so happy to be under you and have you as our fearless leader. That being said, since we got to get out of here, I want to throw a big shout out to Jeff Austin, who brought me in this building to begin with. A giant shout out to Mike Lynch, who taught me how to be a one, although they were pluses and minuses. A huge shout out to Joe Fisher for being my producer and my co-host of late, and Dusty and Cooley and Johnny and Kurt and Luke and the whole crowd out there. I can't thank you guys enough. We'll do great things.
All right. This has been fun. I have loved every minute of being on the air, but not very many people in this industry get to go out on their terms, and I get to on mine. It was going to be an awesome, awesome time to be a listener of The Fan, to be a member of this fan team, and anybody that can hear this
You're
is
a
doing
P1
it right
now.
I am a P1.
You're the P1.
I am the P1. I'm always listening. I'll still be around, but I appreciate every single person that has been along for this ride, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm still around. Up next, you got 4 hours of power from their mouths to your ears. It's prime time with Isaac and Suk, but Nemec and Suk right here on The Fan.
Go do something. I would
Uncle burning crap. Stiff and rigid.
Grab that one, see if that's clean.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone.